And with all these Myanmar issues, we would like to bring in Aung Zaw, the editor of Irrawaddy Magazine. Good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, Aung Zaw.
Hi, yes.
Good evening. So,
good evening.
as the March of the Saffron Revolution took
hi,
place...
one second. Is it live or?
Yes.
Yes, you
are
are live on our program now.
Okay.
All right. As the march yesterday took place to march for the 4th anniversary of today of the Saffron Revolution, and it was managed to be stopped by the Myanmar police, what is your thought towards this happening?
Well, it was a small-scale protest. It was very peaceful. The authorities trying to block some roads and people not to, come to the one area, to rallying point. But today there has no protest and no demonstration. And Aung San Suu Kyi, the opposition leader and Nobel Peace Prize winner, she has said that she was support behind that protest, and she thought it was a good idea that everyone gather and made a peaceful protest. And I think both sides, both authorities and I think the activists, I think there was no confrontation. It was quite peaceful, and so I was just to commemorate the Saffron Revolution, where we have seen 4 years ago the military clamp down on the Buddhist monks and activists.
Aung Zaw, today also marks the 23rd anniversary of the NLD's founding day, and since Aung San Suu Kyi has been released from house arrest and was allowing to make more public speeches, what is the significance of this nominally civilian government's move to give more room to the opposition to exercise democracy in Myanmar?
Well, I think interesting time, I would say. I don't think there's we are seeing a lot of positive signs coming out of Burma. We still have almost 2,000 political prisoners, including Buddhist monks and female activists being detained in Burma. And fighting have been just broke out in the Kachin area. Mm-hmm. There has been fighting going on in Karen and Shan states. And Aung San Suu Kyi, of course, the most important thing is she had met President Thein Sein a few weeks ago in Naypyidaw. And I don't think we know the content of the dialogue between the two individuals, but it seems to be quite substantive. People are just expecting some kind of political breakthrough. But also, I think there has been a very cautious optimism that since we don't know whether this is just a PR stunt or just to win the international friends or just to pacifying the domestic critics, we just have to wait and see. But again, I think everyone is very skeptical, and we are all waiting to see what kind of concrete action the government is going to take.
Right. Now, as the Thai Prime Minister is scheduled to visit Myanmar in October, what do you reckon would be on the meeting's agenda, and also what sort of policies does Myanmar hope to see from the Thai government?
Since 1988, when the military came into power in Burma, I think Thailand has been one of the leading trade partners with the military government in Burma. And it's always been the trade and business and investment. The issues of the human rights, democracy are always the back burner. So I think if the new Thai Prime Minister, if she goes to Burma, I hope that she will meet with both opposition leaders, including Aung San Suu Kyi, as well as the government leaders, to talk about the issues of the human rights, political prisoners, and also democracy, as well as the most important issues, the national reconciliation in Burma. Because Burmese people look up on China, Thailand, and all the ASEAN countries as a friends to help to encourage the regime in Burma to moderate its behavior. So I think Thailand is one of the key players in the ASEAN to encourage a real reform in Burma, I believe.
Aung Zaw, do you think that the people of Burma have become more optimistic about their government?
Well, since the meeting between Aung San Suu Kyi and President Thein Sein, I think there has been a sense of, hope and also expectation. So I think even our website, the ARV website, has been lifted ban inside Burma. So I think there are a bit of openness, but whether we don't know this is going to be permanent or just a temporary. So we all have to wait and see, because Burma is eager to host the 2014 ASEAN chair. So I think they can make all kind of publicity stunts to win the friends and at home and abroad. So I think everyone is keeping the guarded optimism. But I don't think anyone is jumping into any kind of decision that things are going to change.
Well, thank you so much, Aung Zaw, for taking your time, sharing your views with us. Thank you.